So you've got your leg ready to go, turned it inside out, and there's mine. Right, so you've got a green line on your pattern, which is roughly there. Okay, roughly there, about halfway. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to stuff Dolly's leg to about here, and then I'm going to show you how to joint the leg or put in her knee. So we want some of your stuffing, and you want to put it in sizes no bigger than golf balls, because you're going to have to get it down this hole here. So let's give ourselves a bit of space. If you hold Dolly's leg open with your fingers, you can push the stuffing in with your thumb. Pop it down as far as you can go. Ooh, I'm in the toe. Brilliant. Now if you need to push that in further, you know what I'm going to use, the blunt end of my long nose tweezers to really get it up into all the shapes. Give it a bit of a wiggle. Right, so that's about how much you get from a golf ball size. So we're just going to keep going. The first couple of bits of every stuffing ball are the most tricky, but it will go. It's very, very high quality stuffing, this. I love the feel of it. It's bouncy, it's soft, it's been really nicely carded. They were about in her heel. Here we go again, and I think we're going to need one more. See how we get on. Whatever you do on this leg is going to be what you do on the opposite leg. So when you're happy, that's fine. I'm happy with that. So firmness wise, still able to press her in, but enough that that seam is fully expanded. Okay, right, now we've got to put the joint in. So to put the joint in, we are going to sew with the stuffing end of this foot hanging out of the machine to the left, and we are going to sew this line. We are going to start 2 centimeters in to the leg, and there is perfectly good explanation for this. We're going to sew backwards to the edge, we're going to zoom into front mode, and we're going to come forward all the way to the other joint, and then we are going to go backwards to here, and we're going to stop, and we're going to take the work out of the machine, and our threads will be hanging off here and here. Now this is great because it means we can trim them, okay, and they're not on the edges. If we trim them and they're on the edges, they can come unraveled. They become like little spider legs, and we don't want those. If they're in the middle somewhere, then they're not under any stress or duress from the seams or from being used, and they will stay put, guarantee you. So I'll slide my machine in, probably knock everything else off the table, true Cheryl style. It wouldn't be me if I wasn't clumsy, would it? Right, get our machine ready. So remember what I said, pop your machine wherever you're comfortable and pop the leg in. There we go. Right, we're going to go into the work and backwards to the edge of the leg. Take the pressure off the speedy foot, I call it, and come front ways. The last stitch towards the edge is going to go in, and then we're going to go backwards, stitching over the line we've just stitched till we're about 1 centimetre or 1.5 centimetres in, and I will show you what I mean. So our threads finish here, and where's the other one gone? It is there, promise you, and there. Okay, see where they finish? So what we can do now is we can just take those off very gently, and that is a beautiful finish on the edge. So we just trim the back. Brilliant. So let's do the other leg, and then all I want you to do is stuff with the same firmness this end as that end, sorry, this end. So we're literally going to pop our stuffing in here, da, 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 da. And it's looking like we're going to have a leg any moment. Fantastic. Love it. Brilliant. Oh, we are good. Look at this. Brilliant. Right. So we've got our finished leg. Now this is a part of the instructions that isn't very easy to explain and is much easier to see. If you pop your leg facing towards you, so Dolly's foot is facing your nose, there's this seam that goes from top to bottom and it goes down that side. Right, so one leg needs to be a left leg, one leg needs to be a right leg. What I want you to do is I want you to line up these seams from the top. Okay, so you can see where her knee's going to go. Line those up from the top, and I want you to move the back one that way and the front one that way. Just slide them across each other, and that makes Dolly's foot turn inwards. So Dolly's foot's facing you, slide those seams apart, and Dolly's foot starts to go on the jaunt a little bit. So this one, because it's pointing inwards, is actually going to end up as Dolly's right leg as I look at her. I am just going to put a pin in there to hold. When you come to do your second leg, you do the opposite. So if your top seam went to the left, you now need to bring your top seam to the right to give you the opposite leg.